Hello guys, Mr. Surplus Nut here, bringing the second part to this videos that I'm making on the most historically recognized rifles of World War II, that they went toe to toe, head to head, and it was the K-98 Mauser carbine and also the Mosin nagant 1891. We left off on the first part of the video talking about the K-98 Mauser. Please, if you're watching the this video, which is the second part, go back and first watch the first part. I've been uploading videos with different parts, and I can tell that some guys, they just whatever, maybe if they're watching something else and they see my videos on the small little screen on the side, and it might say the fourth part and they go right to it. If that's the case, go to my channel, click on my channel, and you can see all the different parts there. Subscribe to my channel. Okay, I'm putting out pretty good, decent videos, and I'm sure you guys are gonna enjoy them. So let's go back to what we were talking about. By the way, this is my my Glock here. It's always with me around. Sorry about that, but just wanted to bring that in case you guys see it on the table here. Anyways, I was talking about that out of both rifles, the one that's hated the most, or not the most, because I mean the Russians, that they were the one getting invaded, so no problem with the Russians there. But the K-98, German weaponology, it's hated. Some people don't like it just because the history behind them. And in my first part of the videos, if you didn't watch it, go check that out so you can follow up as we go. And I was letting you guys know how I think they must have pour some type of acid or something, because the only pitting that this gun has on top of the receiver is right on top of the mark that it says 147, which I think is the factory or their actually the location. Maybe you guys know about that. I've been trying to research it and I can't find it, and I've gone to some K-98 Mauser's website, and that 147 on top of the receiver, I can't find information on what it means. So please, if you guys know about K-98s more than me, which I don't really know much, it's just what I've been learning as I go, let me know what the 147 means up there. But somehow it's pitted really bad up there. I think they must have poured some type of acid. They left it like that. I was letting saying on the first part of the video also how they got a chisel pin type with a hammer, and they pinned out all the markings. Luckily, I was able to purchase this rifle with all the markings intact, and it's a 1939, like the first year of the war. I refinished the laminated stock. I did not stain it. Okay, all I did was I sanded it really good, and then I just coated it with polyurethane, and that was it. That was it. The bluing, I had to retouch it a little bit. Obviously, it didn't come with a side hood. It didn't come with the cleaning rod. Okay, and it didn't come with the little set screw that holds and locks the two action bolts in the receiver. So through the same surplus dealer that I ordered the rifle, they were selling the hood, the cleaning rod, and the little locking set screws that secures the actual receiver bolts to the action, and what else was it? That's about it. Then I ordered in Midway the actual receiver trigger guard bolts that locks everything down. The one that has the hex, like the Allen key type, they're a little better. And also I got the little pillars. Midway USA sells that. They have the little pillars for the rear tang and the front receiver lug that you can put it in there and it accurizes the rifle. This K98 Mauser is extremely accurate. With open sights, I get about maybe 3-inch groups, about 100 yards with it, believe it or not. The barrel inside is in really good shape. It's dark. The rifling's good. It's a little dark, like I said, but it still shoots really well. And the rifling, it's really nice and strong. The land's in it, so it's a good shooter. Like I was saying on the first part where I left off, from the same people that I bought it from, I got the sling, for it. So I put it on, just so you guys can see it. I put the sling on. It makes it look really, you know, like a true K98 Mauser. And I think I ended up with a pretty good, decent K98. Again, these rifles were abused by the Russians. They are. Remember, this is not a Mitchell's Mauser. This is a Russian. I don't want to make this video and you guys leave me comments saying, oh, but you know, you coming out like if this is like a you know, the K98 Mauser that you great that you never thought you had German grandfather left for you. No, that's not what I'm trying to say here. Both of these guns are Russian capture refurbished. But for being a Russian capture arsenal refurbished, it's a nice Mauser. Okay, I've seen worse out there. I've seen worse with less historical value to them. I've seen some Russian captures that the markings are not on there. They're all pinned out. The bluing is gone. The bluing is worn out. The rifling is shot out. You know, it's all pitted inside the barrel. They have no side hoods. They got it without a cleaning rod. At least I got it, and I've brought it back to pretty decent original shape. You know, I know it is a Russian capture. Now, going back to the Mitchells, I know they advertise in your gun magazines in the back. Oh, we just found a arsenal weapon catch in the middle of I don't know where with a bunch of these German K98 Mausers, and they've never been arsenal refurbished. They've never been captured by the Russians. You know, Mitchell just happened to find it, like how you find gold. You know what? You want to believe that? I don't know. But maybe that they get the same Russian capture K98, and obviously their refurbishing, their refinishing is done at a factory where they have, I mean, top-notch equipment, materials, whatever. And when they sell you one, I mean, you think you're getting a rifle that Hitler had in his closet. I don't know. Okay? I don't know if all Mitchell's Mausers, and this is not to put them down because I've seen some nice ones, okay, and they do want a lot of money for them. I've seen them at shows, through those magazines that they have it in the back page, on the cover, and they got the $3.99 deal, or now they've gone up to like $4.99. They keep going on up and up as the years go by, and you can probably end up paying $800 for a very, very historical correct Mauser. That's great. You know, I'm not going to spend that much money on a Mauser, okay, when I had this route to go and end up with a pretty decent Mauser, you know. Yeah, that I refurbished it myself, I refinished it. It might not look as nice as Mitchell's, but you know what? It probably has everything the Mitchell's has. It is a true K98, historical correct, cupped stock, okay. It's got all the German markings on it. No pin out at all. Okay, I managed to get my cleaning rod on there, my side hood, the little tiny little screws that holds the actual 2 bolts into the receiver and the trigger guard, and I managed to get me a pretty much historical correct sling. This sling has inside the German stamping, the little war eagle with the swastikas inside. You know, so Yeah, there's a lot of Mauser, K98 Mausers haters out there. I love them. I love the history behind it, and I think it's a really nice piece to have as a collector, as a hobby, as a shooter. If you just like shooting the 8mm Mauser, okay, I think they're very nice guns. Okay, also you can scope these, and they're very accurate with the scope. Okay, obviously, again, what I've done to this rifle is what I've been showing you guys on my videos. This little frame, so when I put them on my display rack. Germany most famous sniper. Who was this guy? Major Erwin Koenig, the guy that does the movie Enemies at the Gate, but he's the German guy. This guy, in reality, he did existed. If you go to YouTube and you check the videos that they have on Vasily Zaitsev, before he died, when he was, you know, pretty heavy set guy, there's one video on there that he tells a story how he killed this guy. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie. I have that movie and I watch it many times. Enemies at the Gates, one of my favorite ones. The German sniper against the Russian sniper. Okay, and this guy, his last name Koenig, well, that was his real last name, but in the movie they have a different name for him. Okay, and he was Germany's elite sniper school instructor. Okay, his years of service was from 1938 through 1945. And he used a sniper K-98 scope Mauser, and he had 185 kills. This information, I pulled it out of the internet. You can find it. And out of all the hard researching I did, I managed to get a picture of the guy. Whether it's him or not, I even went into that, I forgot where it is, but anyways, and I managed to do this frame, okay? And when I post this frame, I post it next to the one from Vasily Zaitsev, Soviet most famous sniper, both of them, side by side, like you guys see it here, okay? And then I display my 91 Mosin nagant Tula. Obviously doesn't have the sniper scope, the sniper scope mount, you know, and also the K98 Mauser side by side. And they both have the little emblem thing on the buttstock, the one with the German swastika in it, the red star with the sickle and the hammer in it for the 91 Tula. And with this little picture frames, it gives you a very nice presentation, like when somebody is new to this stuff and they see it. I mean, I've watched that movie Enemies at the Gate with people, and they're like really into the movie, and they don't realize these rifles are on my display rack. And when I tell them, you guys look to the left there, and they see it, they're like, they melt all over it. Oh my God, those are the rifles? Those are the rifles that they actually used? That is awesome. Alright, so I hope you guys are enjoying the video. We'll come back for the other one.